Jesus returned from his baptism and time in the wilderness to begin his work of healing and teaching. He gathered the 12 and traveled throughout Galilee, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom of heaven and curing every disease and sickness among the people. Great crowds followed him because his teaching was healing, and his healing was teaching. One day, Jesus decided to spend time with the 12 to help them better understand the kingdom about which he was speaking and demonstrating. He took them away from the crowds to a mountain, where he sat down and began to teach them. God is going to fill his kingdom, said Jesus, with all kinds of people who will be blessed and happy. In what we call the Beatitudes, blessings, Jesus then told the 12 who the kingdom people would be and the gifts God would give them. Blessed are the poor in spirit. People like the poor widow whom Jesus saw put 2 small coins, all she had, into the temple treasury box. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven, like the home the birds found in the tree that grew up from a tiny mustard seed. Blessed are those who mourn. People like Mary and Martha weeping for their dead brother Lazarus until Jesus made him alive again. For they will be comforted. Like the sheep cared for, led through places of darkness, and brought safely home by the Good Shepherd. Blessed are the meek, the humble, people like blind Bartimaeus, who was given sight by Jesus. For they will inherit the earth, like the people of God who enjoy life and give thanks for all the gifts of creation. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, like the prophet Amos, who pleaded for justice to flow down like waters. For they will be filled, like those who come to and feast at the great banquet. Blessed are the merciful, like Zacchaeus, who repaid all those he cheated and forgave their hatred, after Jesus invited him down from a tree and dined with him. For they will receive mercy, like the prodigal son being welcomed home and embraced by the waiting father. Blessed are the pure in heart, like children coming to Jesus for a blessing. For they will see God, like when we receive our light from the light at our baptism. Blessed are the peacemakers, like Mother Teresa stopping a war to bring hospitalized children out of a war zone. For they will be called children of God, like Jesus presenting a child when the 12 asked, "Who is the greatest?" Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for doing right, like St. Stephen being stoned for his belief in Jesus. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven, like the merchant receiving the great pearl after exchanging everything he had. Blessed are you when people revile you, persecute you, and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account, like when the Apostle Paul was beaten and put in prison for telling his story of Jesus. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you, like the treasure the farmer found in the field. When Jesus finished his teaching, he probably said to his disciples, as he says to us, "My friends, you are blessed. Be joyful, for God is happy to receive you into the kingdom of heaven." Look for the link to our Zoom Sunday School in your email and in the comments section on our Facebook Live church service. See you Sunday.